Hey everybody, it's Luke over at Galaxy Tech Review, and today I've got a product from NefLaca, and this is their NL-N41 direct thermal label printer. You can check it out on Amazon at the time of this review for $139. Of course, I'll have that link in the description below where you guys can check it out. Now, this is going to do your standard 4x6 inch thermal labels. This is going to be great for somebody that has a home-based business or even a bigger business where you print a lot of shipping labels. This will probably fit the bill for you. We're going to dig into it real quick right now, and I'll be right back. Okay, so this is everything that you get. Once you get everything out of the box, obviously you're going to get the main unit. And on top of that main unit, they have taped to it a USB drive with the drivers. This will work with Mac, Windows, and Linux. They also give you a USB to USB Type-C adapter in case you have a Mac and you only have a USB Type-C and you need to plug it in that way. You can, so they do include that as well. So they've kind of thought of pretty much everything there for connectivity. They do also include a CD if your computer or your Mac or whatever system you're going to run this on still has a CD drive. They do give you 100 thermal labels here. You do get a two-prong to two-prong power cord. You also will get a USB cord as well, because you'll have to have this hooked up via USB to the host computer that you're going to use it on. Now, they do give us a quick start guide here of the NL-N41, and behind that you do also get a CD for people that still have CD drives in their PCs. I haven't had one in my PC in quite some time, but a lot of people still do. Now, looking at the unit, you do have a power button on top that has an LED ring around it. It usually will be blue, red when you have an error. We will show you that in just a little bit. On the sides, you're going to have two release clamps, and this is to open the unit up so that you can feed your paper in and that type of thing. You can see here that once we have it open up, it's very easy just to kind of snap close it down. On the back, you do have a test print that they gave me when this got shipped to me, saying that it was tested out at the factory. Now, you do have a USB on the right, and you do have your two-prong power adapter on the left with a dedicated on and off switch, and you also have 4 nice feet on the bottom to keep this in place wherever you're going to have this, be it like a shipping station or your desk. Again, if you have a home-based business and you're printing a lot of labels, then this is a pretty compact unit that is definitely going to fit the bill there. Now, once we open this up, you're going to be able to see that you have a bar on the bottom that will feed everything through. You also have your thermal, direct thermal on the top, and you do have 2 clips in there as well. So if you need to print something smaller than a 4x6, but like maybe a 4x2 or whatever you want to do, you can do those labels as well, but it will max out at 4x6. It is a fast printer at 127 millimeters per second, and you'll be able to hear that in the testing in just a few moments. So let's jump over to the desktop, show you how to install the drivers and get this printed out. So when you put that USB drive in your PC, you're going to have your main folder here, which is called a NefLaca, and it's an 8 GB drive. You do have printer installation and driver installation method MP4 files, so you do have video guides on how to install this via Mac or Windows, depending on how you want to do that. They do have drivers along with quick start guides, user manuals, and self-test guide as well for Windows, for Mac, and for Linux. We're going to do Windows real quick. It's a super simple install. Just plug it in via USB and then run this program, and it literally took like all of less than 10 seconds to get this done, so that's good to go. Now, I have a label that I do want to print out real quickly. It's just a test label from the United States Postal Service, so obviously we can test it out just to test our printer out. It's in Chrome, so if you're using Chrome, this will be pretty easy. Just go to the print tab, and this is where you're just going to have to select your printer, and you just have to go down to see more. It should show up as the NL-N41, so we're going to select that as our printer, and it's going to give me some paper size options here. You can do custom, but we're going to do 4x6, which is all the way at the bottom, because it is a 4x6 shipping label that I'm using. So make sure that you just select whatever paper size you're using. If you're going to use a smaller label, just make sure you do the correct one. And then we're going to print this out real quick, and I'll take you guys back over so that you can hear the printer print, how loud it is, on how fast it prints. Okay, so as you could hear, I mean, it's a little loud. It's not insanely loud or anything like that, but it is super fast at 127 millimeters per second. And as I'm looking at this label, I don't really see any broken print. It's all on the label. It really has some clear print on the barcode and on the address. So this would be a really good printer for someone who, again, has a home-based business or something like that that needs to print a lot of shipping labels. On even bigger businesses, since this is such a compact unit, it sits on your desk, no problem, doesn't take up a lot of space. So even bigger businesses would be able to use one or more of these to print off multiple labels very quickly. Now it doesn't have a roll holder. I do have a kind of a nitpick with that, and that's just because a lot of people buy them in bulk in rolls. So for this, you're going to want to use flat packs of thermal printing pads, but it's not really a detraction for me personally. Okay, so that's my review of the NefLaca NL-N41 thermal label printer. You can check it out again on Amazon for about $139 at the time of this review. Now, I don't know if that price fluctuates or not. It's fairly competitive in the 4x6 thermal label printers that I've researched, but you can probably get it for a little bit less during a sale, so you might want to hold out for that. But other than that, this thing prints very clearly and very quickly, takes up very little space on your desk. My only kind of nitpick with it would be that if you use rolls of thermal labels, you don't really get a place to put that roll, so just make sure you buy flat packs when you're using this particular printer, or have something that's custom going to hold that in place, that roll, and you should be good to go. This was Luke from Galaxy Tech Review. If you have any questions or comments about this thermal printer, please leave them in the comment section below, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Remember to like, and if you guys have not subscribed yet, please do so, because that always helps me out, and I'll check you guys out on the next video.